Have you ever wondered why the kinder you are, the more you get labeled as just a good friend? Why is it that you give all your care, all your sacrifice, and yet you still end up in the friend zone? It feels unfair, doesn't it? But here's the truth. It's not kindness itself that puts you in the friend zone. It's the way you express that kindness. So many men believe that if they're nice enough, if they always give in, if they do everything to keep a woman happy, then sooner or later, love will naturally follow. But love doesn't work like a math equation. You can be a good man and still not be attractive. In this video, I'm going to show you the 6 most common reasons why men end up trapped in the friend zone. And more importantly, I'll show you how to shift so you're not just seen as the safe friend, but as the kind of man who is truly magnetic. So let's start with the very first reason, and also the biggest trap that most men fall into. Number 1, too nice, but not attractive. Think about a guy who shows up the second she needs something. He drives her around, replies to every text instantly, says yes to everything she wants. At first, it sounds perfect. Who wouldn't like someone who's always there, always caring, always accommodating? But then the harsh truth kicks in. The nicer he becomes, the more predictable he looks. Because kindness only creates comfort. It doesn't create attraction. In psychology, this is called a lack of polarity. When a man erases all his masculine energy, the relationship loses its spark. Women appreciate kindness, but they crave a man with conviction, with ambition, with a presence that stands on its own. That doesn't mean you need to act like a bad boy. It means your kindness has to be paired with confidence and personal value. Show her you have a life of your own, passions of your own, and principles you live by. That's when kindness becomes a strength, instead of the reason she files you away in the friend zone. Because even if you truly like her, without the courage to take the next step, you'll only end up as the safe friend, not the desired man. Number 2, afraid to show desire. You sit next to her, close enough that one move could bridge the gap. Your heart races, but your hands tremble and you pull back. You want to hold her hand, pull her close, let her know you want more than friendship. But in the end, you stay silent. The moment slips away, leaving nothing but regret. How many times have you lost your chance, simply because you didn't dare to take one more step? In psychology, this is the fear of rejection. But here's the paradox. Silence is the harshest rejection of all. Women need to feel your masculine energy, the initiative, the strength, the willingness to show your desire. Not to control, but to let them feel that you truly want them, as a man wants a woman. If you just sit back and wait, you'll be forever placed in the safe zone. You'll be the reliable friend, but never the man she longs for. So don't fear rejection. Rejection is just a clear answer. Silence and hesitation are what kill your chances day after day. Learn to express your desire naturally, at the right time, with confidence. Because that courage is what frees you from the nice guy trap and turns you into a man women truly find magnetic. And here's the twist. Even when you dare to show desire, you might still fall into another role. A role that locks you even deeper inside the friend zone. Number 3, becoming the shoulder to cry on. The phone rings in the middle of the night. She's crying, telling you about some guy who just broke her heart. You listen, you comfort, you give her your most genuine advice. Deep down, you hope that one day she'll realize the person who's always been there is you. But the next morning, she runs right back to him. And you're still there, waiting. Have you ever asked yourself why, after all the patience and care you've given, you're still not seen as the man she truly wants to be with? In psychology, this is called the safe friend role, the label of being her emotional outlet, but never the one who stirs her romantic desire. Women value empathy, yes, but they don't fall in love with a man who only listens in silence. They want someone who makes them feel alive, excited, drawn in by masculine energy. So don't turn yourself into a permanent emotional life raft. Care for her, but set boundaries. Because a healthy relationship needs balance, not one person carrying all the pain. If you don't protect those boundaries, you'll remain nothing more than the invisible stand-in. And the problem grows worse. When you're not just stuck in that role, but also start losing your own voice and identity in the relationship. Number 4. Lacking conviction and always afraid to upset her. She orders food, and you copy her choice, even though you don't like it. She shares an opinion, and you nod along, even when you know it doesn't feel right. On the surface, it looks sweet. But repeat this over and over, and you slowly become invisible. No relationship can last when one person keeps erasing themselves just to avoid conflict. Women don't want a mirror that simply reflects every decision they make. They want a man with perspective, with direction, and with the courage to decide. In psychology, this is called people-pleasing behavior, trading away your boundaries for acceptance. But the truth is, the more you fear upsetting her, the faster you lose your attraction. Respect doesn't mean saying yes all the time. Respect means knowing when to say no, while still standing tall in your own values. A man with true strength is someone who can listen, consider, but still stand firm on his beliefs. That consistency is what creates real attraction. If all you ever do is bend and yield, you won't be seen as an equal partner, just a follower. And it gets even more dangerous when you not only lose your conviction, but also give up far too much, far too soon, before love has even truly begun. Number 5. Overinvesting too early. You meet someone new, and immediately pour all your time and energy into her. You cancel personal plans, push work aside, even skip out on important opportunities, all to prove how much you care. At first, she might feel flattered, maybe even spoiled, but over time, that kind of sacrifice doesn't create balance. It destroys it. In psychology, this is called overinvestment without reciprocation. It doesn't just create pressure for her. It makes you vulnerable, easy to take advantage of. A healthy relationship always requires give and take. If you pour everything out from the very start, there's nothing left for her to discover, appreciate, or look forward to. Attraction comes from balance, not from emptying yourself to prove your worth. Remember this, giving is necessary, but sacrificing yourself entirely is not. The right woman won't need you to give up everything. She'll want to build something with you. And when you fail to see this boundary, you fall straight into the final mistake. The one that keeps so many men locked in the friend zone without even realizing it. Number 6. Ignoring the signals of rejection. You send a message, but she doesn't reply. You ask her out, and she repeatedly declines with excuse after excuse. She avoids your eyes, sidesteps your presence. And yet, you keep convincing yourself, just a little more patience and things will change. The truth is, these are the clearest signals of rejection. In psychology, this is called the denial trap. You refuse to face reality, so you keep investing in something that never had a chance. And the result? You don't just lose your self-respect. You turn yourself into a hopeless pursuer. A confident man doesn't beg for love. He knows his worth, and he's willing to walk away when he's not valued. Because silence, distance, and indifference are the clearest answers you'll ever need. What you need isn't to try harder, it's to let go. Sometimes a closed door isn't a failure. It's a reminder that another one is waiting to be opened. And that right there is the most valuable lesson of the friend zone. The lesson that, once you understand it, changes everything about love and about your own self-worth. What you need to remember is this. Falling into the friend zone does not mean you're a bad man. It only shows that you've been making small mistakes that slowly erase natural attraction. Kindness has never been wrong, but without confidence, without conviction, and without the courage to take a step forward, you will always remain outside the line of love. What attracts women isn't how many things you do for them. It's the energy you bring when you're with them. A man who lives by his values, who dares to express his desire, who sets boundaries, and who knows when to walk away. That's the man women truly crave. You don't need to become someone else. You only need to become the strongest, truest, and most confident version of yourself. And when you do that, you won't have to chase love. Love will find you. If you found these insights helpful, hit the like button on this video. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of the upcoming content. And drop a comment below. Out of these 6 reasons, have you ever found yourself caught in one of them? I'd love to hear your story. Thank you for watching until the very end. And I'll see you in the next video.